Today I'm here back in Clash of Clans with some Town Hall 9 attack strategies that can make you suck less in war. It's time to not suck, guys. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and today we're over in EYG 9 with some Town Hall 9 attack strategies that have been doing well in war. There's specifically two strategies that I'm going over today, and we're going to break them down in depth so that when it's time for you guys to war, you'll understand these, you'll have practiced these strategies, so you can pull in 3 stars like the guys from EYG 9 have done. And, well, before we get into any of those attacks, guys, I want to remind you to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell for daily Clash of Clans videos. And if you haven't input code ECHO into your game, now is a great time to do it. Like I said, guys, there are 2 primary strategies that we're focusing on today, and one of those are witches. I mean, witch attack strategies are so solid at Town Hall 9. They've dominated for a long time to the point where there are clans that just like ban witches because they don't want to use them more because they think they're too easy. Well, we have 5 healers, 1 golem, and only 10 witches. That's it. Just witches on this attack. The spells are jump spells, rage spell, heal spells. Lots of healer support for those witches, so when they are going around the base, they continuously can survive. And we're actually starting with a queen walk in the top. Those healers, it's really nice because those healers can transition from the queen to the witches. We have the witches being healed over here on the outside of the base. So the funnel is being set by 2 things, by the queen with the healers and by the witches with the healers. Then we have the golem tanking right up the gut of the base with the king behind, a giant in there as well, and more witches just going to be diving on in. The jump spell has been placed, so we have the jump, another jump, a rage, and a heal for them while they're in the core of the base. But check this out right now. The queen is actually going into the base with the kill squad, which means all of those healers are diving into the base as well, which is going to be really good for this attack because all those witches are going to get that extended life as they get into the base. Now we still have these healers being, well, healing up all the witches as they're continuing that funnel. And the queen, she's going to take care of that clan castle lava hound, but she's not at it alone because the witches can help as well, being that they can target air troops. And the queen, she's really strong, and what we're looking at here is a level 30 queen. So obviously on these attack strategies, the higher level your heroes, the better they are going to work, the more potent your attack is going to be. But you may be asking me, Echo, what do? I have like low level heroes. I have really low level heroes. Well, my first suggestion would be, if you have low heroes, don't do a queen walk. You really need your queen to be at least mid-level to do a walk. Instead, I would put witches up on the top with healers on them to heal those around the base rather than the queen. And then I would dive the queen into the core of the base with the kill squad of healers, witches, golem, king, and all of that. But you can do this attack strategy. It actually may be one of the stronger attack strategies to do when you have low-level heroes. Just make sure you get your heroes to the point where they at least have their ability so that you could pop the queen's ability, pop the king's ability so that they can go into the base and at least have that raged ability. That's kind of a big deal. That should be one of your primary things that you do when you get a new hero, is get them to level 5. Now the queen, she's doing a great job reaching over the walls, taking out the few defenses left, and as I see it, we have 2 cannons, 2 archer towers, and these are point defenses, which means they only attack one thing at a time. And that's why witches can do so well against Town Hall 9. There's a lot less splash damage, there's no multi-target infernos, you just gotta really worry about wizard towers and mortars, so those skeletons can stay alive and they could be tanks for the witches, because archer towers and cannons are gonna take days to take them down because they have to shoot 1 skeleton at a time, all while the skeletons can rush them, as you're seeing right here. The queen, the witches, they can all attack that point defense. So witch attack strategies, witch slap, gobo wee wee, those type of attacks are going to be shown here today, but it's not only witches that work at Town Hall 9. Hog Riders are another troop that are dominating Town Hall 9 as well, and as you can see right here, Susie's coming in with a 24 Hog Rider, 2 golem kill squad with mid-level heroes, or mid-ish. I mean, the queen is high, I guess. 22 king, 25 queen. What you want to do on these Hog Rider attacks is send in a kill squad, send in a group of troops to narrow down the base, lure the clan castle, take down the enemy king or queen if you can, and get into the core of the base, hollow it out so that all the troops, they only have one way to path around so they can be healed throughout the attack. Notice there are only 2 heal spells in this attack, and 1 rage, 1 jump, 2 poison. Now, I like the 2 poison spells because something that really bothers me about Hog Rider attacks is the poison will be used on the clan castle, And then towards the end of the attack, there's no poison spell to deal with all of those skeletons that are always beating down on the Hog Riders. So the skeletons will actually kill so many Hog Riders, and we don't want that to happen. So having the extra poison spell will get rid of all those skeletons and maintain the life of so many Hog Riders. Plus, rather than a heal spell, which costs 2 spots in the laboratory or in the cooking spot for spells, the poison spell only takes 1. So good value right there. Now all the hogs are already coming in. The funnel was done very quickly there by the kill squad, just taking out that top compartment of the base right over here. Now the hogs can path on through. Our king is helping out as well, plus a P.E.K.K.A that came out of the clan castle. Heal spell being used right by that splash damage and where you think giant bombs may be. Beautiful spot. Now, this is probably going to be a heal dropped right in this expo compartment, and there it goes, because a lot of times in those compartments with all that space, there will be giant bombs hidden, and those can really hurt Hog Riders. As you see right here, it looks like there was some kind of a giant bomb, and there goes another one. Hogs did okay getting through it. The king is doing some tanking. Mortar are left though, and mortars, although they're not the strongest defense, oh my goodness, the Hog Riders just took a pounding. They are splash damage, and they will take out a lot of hogs at once. Look at all that. Look at all that. So right now, we have the hogs taking down the final defense, and what's left is going to be structures to clean up. And only 2 Hog Riders remained because of those giant bombs, so we have the wizards to clean things up. So a good tip for using Hog Rider attacks would be 1, funnel out the base. Bring a golem, bring your king, your queen, put the P.E.K.K.A in the clan castle, and just narrow out 20-25% of the base. Try and lower that clan castle as well. What are you doing, girl? She's scratching herself down there. Sorry about that. And then we want to go in with the Hog Riders down a narrow path. Let me pick her up so she can say hi. Come over here, girl. Come here. You're wondering who's making that noise. It's Macy. She's back on the channel. You want to look at an attack with everybody? Yeah, I think she does. Let's go in on another attack. Ladida is back, and we got witches again this time, but a different composition. This one has only 2 healers, 2 golem, 8 witches, and about 6 wizards. So what we're looking at here is that Gobo Wee Wee attack strategy that I kind of spoke about a little bit when we were seeing the first witch attack. Now right here we have the witches coming in from the corners, really narrowing down the base and taking out a bunch of those outside structures that can put things or make the witches and wizards and heroes go in the wrong direction. So now the funnel has been established, and it is really hard doing this with Macy in my lap. If you want to see Macy in more videos, let me know in the comments below. And you know what? Throw a like in the video. Can we get this video to 400 likes in the first 24 hours? That's my goal. That's my challenge to you guys. Let's make it happen, Echo fam. Let's do it. So the jump spell has been placed. The golem can jump right in. We have these witches on the outside of the base, but they're being healed up beautifully by those 2 healers. The king is running around the outside, and in the core, we have witches coming with wizards, with our queen being tanked by the golem. So they're not going to be attacked because the golem is in front, absorbing all of that damage. Golem are really strong at Town Hall 9 because there are no Inferno Towers to melt them. Here, girl. Chew on this. There we go. She just keeps licking me. It's because she loves me. Alright, so we still have those witches on the outside. The healers are keeping them up beautifully. The queen is the only thing that's left in the core of the base. So, actually, we do have a few witches running in as well. So what we're noticing here, guys, is that the rest of this attack is going to be taken down by healed up witches on the outside of the base, plus a queen and a few witches in the core of the base, which is really a big deal, showing the strength and their power to stay up and continue through the end of an attack. I mean, the kill squad didn't do crazy amounts of damage. It wasn't like an overpowering kill squad. Now, I did notice a few Hog Riders that came in. They must have been in that clan castle, and they took out a few defenses in the core of the base. But having a strong hero, having a strong queen, primarily, is going to really do a nice job and be able to hollow out the core of a Town Hall 9. If you go in there with your queen and you pop her ability, she's good for taking down at least 5 or 6 structures before she goes down. That's without having anything tanking in front of her. That's just her going into the base and taking some stuff out. Now notice she's struggling a little bit here to get through that wall. That Tesla does take down the queen, but we have more witches popping through. Only 1 Tesla left, and like we spoke of in the first attack, a Tesla is like a cannon or an archer tower. it's a single targeting unit, which means it's only going to attack one thing at a time. So skeletons can really spam out those types of defenses or traps because it is a Tesla. And well, that's why witch attack strategies, either mass witch, witch slap, or even the gobo wee wee like this attack, can dominate Town Hall 9. And you're right, or I was right, I should say. It was Hog Riders that came out of the clan castle to surge into the core and take out a bunch of the defenses so the queen could survive. So we had 2 witch attacks, 1 hog attack, but let's bring you guys another hog attack strategy. This one with the Valkyrie, first of all. 18 hogs, 4 healers means we're going to be doing a queen walk, which I love. If you have a high level queen, you can do some really nice queen walks or queen charges at Town Hall 9. Now notice the balloon that came in right there. I'm going to pause for a moment. That balloon that came in was there to lure any air bombs or air mines that could be around the queen. The reason for this is a balloon costs 5 slots. A healer costs 14. So if an air mine strikes a balloon, it doesn't strike the healer. It adds more value to your queen walk. So always send in a cocoa loon, a coconut loon it's called. Now notice there was no air mine, but it made sure that there was no air mine, because if 2 air mines popped out of there, we would have then had only 2 healers left on the queen, and she would not have had the strength to just continue on through the base. Now notice the clan castle was lured. Poison spell was used over there rather than on the queen. I would have liked to have seen that poison used near the queen to slow the attack on from those troops at our queen, but she's under rage and the healers are under rage, so she's actually pretty good, going to be able to pull in the attack. Now 7% of the base taken down, but with that we have the town hall. And if you're wondering why the town hall was near the outside of the base, that was like a hybrid design, but when the town halls are on the outside, that actually is an anti 3-star design. It allows you to nestle more defenses in the core of the base, and here they have an expo and the enemy queen in the core of the base. Our queen still has not needed to use her ability. She's still going strong. There's no jump spells, but there are some wall breakers. They're coming in right now. That's going to allow the queen to break into the base. Now she's going to be able to get inside there and take out the enemy queen, which is huge. The king is rushing on in there as well. And that Valkyrie going to assist a little bit, take out that queen. Now our queen is going to start narrowing out the base, hollowing it out, the same that we saw from the first Hog Rider attack. But here, a lot more is invested in the kill squad because we have that queen walk. So we're going to want to see more happening from the kill squad or the queen and that king now that the healers are on them than we would have expected from just the golem and the P.E.K.K.A. from that first attack. Only 18 hogs, remember, in this attack, so we have to get the value out of them. There's a giant bomb. 1 more heal spell left in the composition, and these hogs are looking a little bit floppy right now. They're a little soft, but they're getting healed back up to 100% within that heal spell. There is a poison spell left. Again, 2 poisons. We can get rid of some of those skeletons, and there is the drop of the poison spell, allowing for those skeletons to die so the hogs can ride, and they can continue taking out the defenses. Now, there's only about 7 or 8 Hog Riders left, but that is enough to take down what's left in the base, or at least beat it down quite a bit. The king's still running around the outside of the base with wizards behind. Our Hog Riders, will they get that final Tesla? Oh my god, it's going to be close. It's only 1 hog left. No, you didn't get it done. But the queen is there. I mean, honestly, at this point in time, the queen walk, if it still survives for that long into the attack, it's going to be able to take down the rest of the base as long as there's not a time issue. But at Town Hall 9, there are rarely ever time fails. The base is just not big enough, in my opinion, most of the time. Unless you do a really, really long queen walk. But most of the time, you're going to have no issues with time. So make sure you execute the steps. And in this one right here, it was doing a solid queen walk, luring the clan castle, and then breaking the queen into the base to hollow down the base, have the king, queen, and that Valkyrie dive on in, and just start taking things out from the inside out, allowing the hogs to run around the outside. Okay, hope that all made sense. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming through the video, and I hope you enjoyed having Macy on. I don't have her on all the time because she's usually fairly nuts. But she's here today. I hope you love her. Let me know down in the comments below if you do. Remember to come on over to my Instagram at Echo Gaming Media, and there, drop me a purple and a blue heart. Lets me know you came from YouTube, and I appreciate your support. Thank you so much for sticking through a Town Hall 9 video. More to come. You don't worry, guys. And remember, check this one out before you go. I'll see you back here later on today with another video. Until then, be good.